It's in the game.
Miami has a Dolphins, the greatest football team.
Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Miami Dolphins. Well, strap in, the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing here is May. That's into the hands of Iomanner. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
A quick throw there out to Williams. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
They set up the screen for Henderson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
To the air, May. And it's caught at the 7-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Interesting decision. I can see if you're on the 1-yard line, push it in, you're at home, but I don't know from this distance.
How far would you push it? 2-yard line, 3-yard line? Because we're beyond the 4. So this is what we're talking about now. This is a long way. And I know it's a disappointment to come away without getting a touchdown after that drive. But how about coming away with no points by going for it, not getting it? Bring out the field goal kicker, get 3, and move on.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with May. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Alec Manor from 4 yards out. And the Patriots will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage.
Marlon Humphrey on the tackle.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Garcia. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw. Alford. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Bennett. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
1st and 10 at the 45.
Now a toss right side. Achane with it. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Operating from the gun. Alford. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Alford. Throw caught by Achane. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Alford. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. They'll pitch it out to Achane. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Off the play fake. Alford. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed.
A 2-yard gain.
Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down. On now the Miami field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Play action. May. Open man down the field. That's Heilmanner. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. May. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Patriots are able to widen their advantage. Extra point up and through. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Dolphins 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. He finds his man. Complete. That's Garcia. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. Alford. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run. Achane. But he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Extra point attempt to come here. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Makes the score Patriots 14. Dolphins 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Ready.
Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Alford. They set up the screen. Achane has it.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
Second and 15. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run. 38 yards.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Patriots' 2-yard line.
Gordon will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. To throw, it's May. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Here's May. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw with May. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
18-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC Wildcard game. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Alford. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Alford. He finds his man. Complete. It's Garcia. Now a 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw. Alford. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Off play action. Alford. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the 2nd half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Up the middle, Achane.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Patriots take over.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. May going to give it to Henderson. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime, Minks, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Second and 1 now from the 21. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Trevor Etienne, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Point after here coming up. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Patriots 21, Dolphins 17.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And running with power here. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Crazy. The front, crazy. Hey, what's that? Five. Crazy.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Here goes front.
Henderson is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Touchdown, New England.
Well, the big play prior to this one got him down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last two plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Dolphins 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that will be incomplete as well.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They're going to try and throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? Looking to put a drive together. Throwing here is May. That's into the hands of Manor. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Here goes that. Hey, what's that? Hey, dip right, dip right.
On first down, it's Henderson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And shutting him off, now open field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Nifty move. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now a run here off the RPO, he'll keep it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Alford. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. But defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime,
Tommy Trimble from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a two-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And this is secured by the Patriots. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Over the middle, he's going to find Iomanner. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
2nd and 14. To the air, May.
This is caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
Kyle Williams
From 21 yards away.
And the Pats are an extra point away from making this a three-score game.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a three-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
25.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Jalen Waddle, 65 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10.
42. Dolphins 32.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is secured by the Patriots. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
From the gun, it's May.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Dolphins are right back in this football game.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
Second and 10.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A big play needed, no doubt. Third and long.
Operating from the gun, Alford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. This is fourth down.
Cowboy 80. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Warrior 17.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the Dolphins' 15-yard line.
Ready? Bronco 80.
On the counter, it's Henderson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Gravity Lions.
They'll run again. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And his kick here is good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
This is first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Alford. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
intended for
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
Back to throw. Alford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Patriots are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Patriots, as they so often do, moving on in the playoffs as we say so long, everybody.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. And with that, we sign off from Miami.